Did you know Zack Snyder is directing what many are calling a new Star Wars phenomenon? Hello and welcome. So yes, the visionary Zack Snyder, known for his epic visual feasts, is now venturing into a galaxy far, far away from his usual stomping grounds. Rebel Moon is taking flight and is not your ordinary space opera. Let's dive into this cinematic journey where stars aren't just in the sky, but also in the making. Zack Snyder is very well known for painting his cinematic canvases with broad, bold strokes. Snyder's movies have a unique look. They are like a rock concert meeting Renaissance art. And this started many years before the Justice League movies. Snyder was directing video clips for Peter Murphy and Rod Stewart in the 90s. But it was the world of zombies and undead that allowed us to see his first feature film with a remake of George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. His breakout, though, came with the visually stunning 300. This wasn't just a movie, it was a Spartan opera with abs that could grate cheese. The world was screaming, "This is Sparta!" every time someone needed a motivation boost. So 300 made him stand out, but it was the adaptation to film of the comic book Watchmen that put Zack Snyder in the top of the genre directors in Hollywood. After that followed the not-so-successful Sucker Punch, before he would delight us with the best ever Superman movie with Man of Steel. For the first time ever, the man in the cape would look stunning on screen, with visuals and audacity in the action scenes that would stand out in a world dominated by the Marvel movies. The franchise would continue, with the dark and brooding Batman vs. Superman, to the mythically proportioned Justice League. While Man of Steel was perfect, the movies with the Batfleck faced some difficulties in the box office and a lot of production hell in the backstage. This led to a Justice League that fans knew was not the final version of Snyder because he was forced to abandon the project midway. So there was always something there about what would look like a movie directed by Snyder, and the fans throughout the years kept pushing for it until in 2021 the famous Snyder Cut of Justice League came out and the entire world stood up and cheered him. It was considered by many the best ever superhero movie. After this, Snyder would get back to active directing with a partnership with Netflix and the return to zombie movies, this time with the original movie Army of the Dead, with Dave Bautista and a kick-ass zombie dog. And now, in 2023, comes another ambitious project by Snyder, one that aims at showing the world how a Star Wars saga should have been in the new era. And why do I say it's ambitious? Well, for those of you that probably Google and try to find comic books or something else about Rebel Moon, it was a waste of time. Rebel Moon is an original story created by Snyder and his teams. At the core of Rebel Moon lies the inspiration drawn from the works of Akira Kurosawa, the legendary filmmaker whose storytelling and visual styles have left an indelible mark on cinema. Additional, the influence obviously of Star Wars and the vivid, imagined realms of heavy metal magazines significantly shaped the film's narrative and aesthetics. The film's logo pays homage to the adult science fiction and fantasy anthology, reflecting its alignment with the genre's classics element. This is not just a film, it's a tribute to the rich history of science fiction and fantasy storytelling. You can see it on the movie trailer. For me, I would stand out this image, reminding us of the never-ending story. Interestingly, Rebel Moon began as a pitch by Snyder for a Star Wars film to Lucasfilm, post their acquisition by the Walt Disney Company in 2012. Snyder's vision was to offer a more mature take on the Star Wars universe, a concept he later also proposed as a video game and a film to Warner Brothers. After Lucasfilm's acquisition, the product underwent several transformations. Producer Eric Newman and Snyder redeveloped the concept, initially considering it as a television series, before Netflix embraced it as a film project. This journey shows that it's not something that was created last minute, but actually a project that evolved in its creativity throughout years. To portray this story, we haven't just characters and cast. Sofia Boutella will play the lead character Cora. Sofia Boutella is known for her electrifying performance in Kingsman: The Secret Service and her lead role in the movie. She stepped into the shoes of Korra. She was before a dancer to an actress that brings an unique physicality to her roles. Her journey from hip-hop dance video to Hollywood blockbusters isn't short of that. As Korra, she is not just a hero, she is a symbol of resilience and grace under pressure. Sofia Botella's Korra might remind you of Leia's Organa leadership and Rey's journey of self-discovery. Much like Leia, Korra is fierce, fearless, and a beacon of hope. Her past also mirrors Rey's, filled with personal struggles and obviously a quest for redemption. Then we have Charlie Hunnam, the rebel from Sons of Anarchy, ready to steer our story into uncharted territories. Charlie, also known for his role in Pacific Rim, brings a rugged charm and intensity to his characters. His portrayal of Darien, a seasoned warrior with a complex past, is expected to add a layer of depth to the narrative tapestry of Rebel Moon. It has shades, obviously, of Han Solo, roguish charm, and Poe Dameron's daring. He is the charismatic, somewhat unpredictable hero with a heart of gold. His journey, much like Han Solo's, is about finding a cause greater than himself. The legendary Anthony Hopkins, whose name needs no introduction, brings his gravitas to the role of the Oracle. From his iconic portrayal of Hannibal Lecter to his recent Academy Award-winning performance in The Father, Hopkins is the epitome of versatility and depth. In Rebel Moon, he is the voice of wisdom amidst chaos, guiding our heroes on their epic quest. The Oracle could be seen as the Obi-Wan Kenobi or Yoda of Rebel Moon. A figure of wisdom and guidance, he is the mentor steering our heroes through their interstellar journey, much like the wise, powerful Jedi Masters of Star Wars. And finally, we have Digimon Onsu, the powerful presence from Gladiator and Blood Diamond as General Zan. He is expected to deliver a performance filled with intensity and dignity. His journey from a model in Paris to an Oscar-nominated actor is as inspiring as his role. Jimon, General Zan's, brings to mind the noble qualities of Mace Windu or Captain Rex. The story of Rebel Moon is set against the backdrop of a universe dominated by the authoritarian regime of the Motherworld. We find the peaceful moon of the Veld on the brink of peril. The formidable force of the Imperium, led by Resident Balisarios, loom as the threat to Velve's existence. At the center of this conflict is Korra, a character with a complex past. Once an operative within the ranks of the Imperium, she now seeks atonement for her role in the oppression perpetuated by the government. Korra's journey of redemption is not just personal, but also one that could change the fate of the galaxy. She embarks on a daunting mission to unite warriors from across the cosmos, each with their own unique skills and stories. As Korra and her band of warriors prepare to defend Veld, Rebel Moon promises a narrative rich with action, emotions, and inner struggles. Each character's backstory and motivation add layers to the narrative, creating a tapestry of interconnected fates and struggles. Snyder's adept storytelling promises to bring this grand space epic to life with a keen eye for detail and a deep understanding of the human condition. And just by looking at the trailer, we can see Snyder's aesthetics and visual style very present, from slow motion sequences to rich color palettes. Everything that we love in Snyder is employed to bring this cosmic tale to life. The beginning of this epic saga is set to release in 2 parts. Part 1, titled A Child of Fire, arrives on Netflix on December 22, 2023, with Part 2 following on April 19, 2024. Additionally, Rebel Moon will have a limited theatrical release, and honestly, I would recommend going to the big screen to watch this one. But Zack Snyder's vision extends far beyond a singular cinematic experience, aiming to establish Rebel Moon as a colossal intellectual property. Since early this year, Snyder has been unveiling a broader expansion plan. There is a novelization by V. Castro coming up soon by Titan Books. Snyder has also revealed plans for a TV series focusing on the character Balisarios, and a 4-player co-op action game has been announced exclusively for Netflix Games platform. This was coupled with news of a 4-issue prequel comic by Magdalene Visaggio and artist Clark Bint, set to provide backstory for the key characters. Rebel Moon aims at being more than just a film, into becoming a cultural phenomenon. But will it succeed or face many inner struggles like other projects from Zack Snyder? And will actually this new sci-fi universe exist? Or will it fail like many others have during the last 40 years? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below, and we will all find out on December 2022 when Rebel Moon comes out on Netflix. Until then, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos.